morning, Facebook Live. Hey, welcome in. Big day today. I got my guy Mayday beside me. Mayday, I see. Look, man, you just beaming with pride.
I mean,
chest all
it's a big
out.
day. It's a big day. I'm excited.
You guys can't see it, but behind the scenes, we've got something really special sitting off over here. In fact, a lot of things that are real special that are all hyped up on donuts.
Bunch of them.
So I don't know how much longer we're going to be able to hold this. So let's get into the quick stuff, and then let's get to what matters here.
So
today.
stop by 4th and Inches this morning.
Yep.
You went another surprise.
I did. So I told her I wanted cherry. So I swung in. Maddie made me a cherry surprise. Now, I don't know what's in it because it's a surprise, but it's delicious.
I heard pineapple and...
No. I think mine is cherry.
It is, but she said there's pineapple in your drink.
Well, what about yours?
Oh, now mine is something to behold. I said I want something pineapple and coconut, and they nailed it. This might be right there, up there with Panama Jack. I'm not going to lie, it's solid.
So the Pineapple Crush is also the special of the day today. So swing by 4th and Inches, get you one of those. Hey, look, all of their drinks are strong. Go by, see Maddie, see Danny.
Tell them Mayday sent you.
So, yeah, Mayday and Coach sent you over there. Just tell them to surprise you. Just tell them what kind of mood you're in and let them work their magic.
It will be magic, sort of magic like something else that happened here recently.
Well, yeah, but hold on. We got to get, look, man, we got to get all the other stuff out of the way. Calm down.
Man, I'm jacked up.
I'm so fired up. First, let's get to some work stuff. Hey, we finally seen some sun, right? The rain has slowed down. Most people are almost able to cut their grass now. That's a win.
It was 107 degrees the other day, felt like, and I almost died.
You can shut your mouth because I was on call and I was happy that it was dry, so I'm not arguing.
I feel you.
This was one of my best on-call weeks, and it ended this morning, so I will not be on call tonight, and I am a happy man.
You know what? You could have done the mitigation on me just walking around in that 107 degree for the sweat that was coming on.
Yeah, well, yesterday as I was climbing through some of these 18-wheelers up here digging equipment out, I was pouring too because that was something else that we were out here hard at yesterday, pulling up air scrubbers, trying to get some of our clients ready and taken care of.
I'm sure I was busy doing something important.
I doubt it. I doubt it completely. So, all right, let's get to some things. We had ductwork cleanings this past week.
Yes, we did.
We've had water mitigation issues this past week.
Sure we have.
I even seen a fire come in this past week. So this week has been a variety of just about everything under the spectrum.
Yep.
So, guys, this isn't a time of the year where one thing trumps another. I mean, I know it looks like we've had a lot more floods than anything else. I get it. That's the way it looks. But it is, right now, we're getting a little bit of everything. Microbial growth popping up everywhere. You're seeing a lot of that, hence why we're pulling out air scrubbers and getting all that stuff ready. So, guys, just anything that you have, anything that you see that you may need help with, remember, it doesn't cost you anything for us to come out, take a look at it, let us get you checked out, let us start putting you back together, and if you need us, that number is 205-664-6770. Also, don't forget to go to our website, go to the career plug page. If you're looking for a job, we got stuff available. In fact, we may have some people coming up that we can employ. But if you put shop vacs in these kids' hands,
oh man, that would be
sweet.
Man, we can get through that in a hurry.
We could knock out a job in no time. Just fill them full of donuts and sugary drinks. All right, so now let's get to the thing that my man here has waited pretty much your whole adult life for. Would that be safe to say?
I think that's fair.
I think that's safe to say. I mean, listen, go ahead, pull it out. We've been waiting.
I mean, this just little thing right here.
Do y'all know what that is? That is a championship trophy from the 9U World Series this year.
Right.
Is that
VPA
correct?
World Series.
Okay. And let's get a drum roll for the people who did it. How about that?
Let's hear a drum roll.
Here they are.
Without further ado, this here is your 9U Chelsea Diamondback Predators.
There they are.
Guys, welcome to the set. Welcome to the set,
Hey,
guys.
welcome in, guys. Pick that microphone up.
All right.
All right, let's start right here in the front. Hey, Colt. All right, so Colt D4, right? You're a big part of this team this season. Tell me what it felt like to walk across there and get that trophy at the end of this thing.
It felt good.
Yeah, felt good? Because it was a lot of hard work, right? You guys worked hard. So somebody tell me, from what I understand, the season didn't start off great for y'all, right? Y'all started off kind of struggling.
Hollis, tell us about that. How did we start off this season? When we first came out there, what did you think about this team?
Well, we didn't start that good, but we ended really good.
We did.
Okay.
We did. So the first.
When y'all talk, y'all try to talk up a little bit.
Let's
so
talk to
I'm here.
Hudson here. Hudson, the first time that we played Northport, how did that game go?
Terrible.
What was the
Terrible.
score? What was the score of that game?
15-0.
15-0. All right, so we got beat 15-0, and we said, you know what, guys, if we're going to have a good season, we got to pull it together. We got to work harder. And so then we went to state tournament, and at state, we still didn't win, did we? Let's see.
Hey, by the way, I want to point out that I didn't know Hudson could speak. I've never heard him talk.
He can
That's
speak.
impressive. Hey,
Hey,
man, I didn't know you had a voice. That's great.
Swing that microphone back to your brother. So
I don't know if y'all can tell, but these two look a little bit alike.
So Hunter, when we went to state, we didn't win, but what happened?
Talk loud.
Did we look like a lot better team when we went to state tournament?
Yes.
And we gave Northport a big scare, didn't we? We went into extra innings,
Yes.
and we almost got them. And we weren't even thinking about the World Series at that time, were we?
No.
Well, it turns out that the coach from Northport came up and said, man, I can see that your team's coming together, and y'all ought to consider going to the World Series. So what we did is we sent out a message to the parents, and all the parents said the exact same thing. They were like, this team's coming together. So we went to the World Series. Hand that mic over there to Eli.
Now, for those of you who don't know, I was informed before the show started that Celi's nickname is Saliva.
I've never heard that until today,
Thank you.
by the
That
way,
is-
so that is non-you for
I'm
you.
not sure where that came from, but that's interesting.
So Celi, so we go to the World Series. We got 2 pool play games. What happened in that first game?
We won.
No, we lost.
Didn't we win?
No.
We lost.
We lost to Wetumpka the
Okay,
first
Celi,
game.
welcome to the team. Glad you were part of it. Glad you were
We
there.
lost.
We lost 10-7.
10-7.
No, we lost to Wetumpka 10.
All right.
It was the only game we lost. All right, so then the next game we played Northport.
We beat them.
And we beat them. I mean, we straight up beat them. And we sent a loud message, didn't we?
Yes.
So tell me what was the most impressive thing that you did in the World Series? I got
Base
one.
running.
You what?
Base running.
There's no
Fielding
doubt.
ground balls.
So the thing about Celi is he can run the bases like nobody else. And, you know, he will get thrown out every once in a while, but he will drive a team crazy. I'm talking, Coach, this kid gets on the bases, and you can just see their fans, their entire team, they just go, oh, here,
They know.
here we go.
Are we stealing? Is that what it is, or we just quit?
So in ours, we couldn't lead off, but we could steal. As soon as the ball, and he would get off, he'd do the clapping or whatever. He'd get in rundowns and just drive them, and he would make them run down until they just threw it away, and he'd score.
I see.
And let me tell you something. That Northport pitcher is one of the best pitchers I've ever seen. The one that beat us 15-0.
Obviously not good enough.
Well, so Celi gets out there, and we come out there in that game, and we punch them right in the face and score 3 runs. That pitcher didn't know what to do. Now, what I'm not telling you also is, guys, that practice we did where Coach Tim threw about as hard as he could, what did we learn how to do? Bunt. We learned how to bunt.
Hold on now. Now, I heard through the grapevine
Yeah.
that there was a kid here who had the prettiest bunt of all time.
I mean, it's the history of time.
And was this in the World Series?
Yeah.
All right, so who was it that had this amazing bunt?
It was Hunter. Celi had a sweet one too, but Hunter, I'm not kidding. He turns and puts his bunt down, and if you could go out and draw a circle the size of a quarter where you wanted the ball to go to,
Yeah,
that's
put it
where-
right on it.
Put it right on it, buddy.
Attaboy.
It was sweet. So let's see where you want to go from here.
You ain't got to talk when your actions do it for you.
I know. I mean, I drew it out.
He drew it out. All right, so what about my man back here in the back right here who looks
Carter?
like he? No, my man Luke right there.
Luke.
I heard he had a bomb, big game, big shot in the World Series.
Well, it was just probably the most crucial. Hand that mic back there to Luke. So the situation, I mean, we didn't ever blow anybody out. It was always, I mean, we had to fight tooth and nail.
That builds character.
It does. And so we're in a tight situation. I want to say it's against Northport. They're beating us. We got 2 outs, and Luke steps at bat. Luke, take us through that at bat where you got that just smash hit.
I honestly thought it was the tying run that I hit.
You hit the tying run?
Oh,
Well, hey,
I thought it was the tying run.
I
But
mean,
then you
it-
told me it was the winning run.
Luke thought he had hit a tying run, and turns out he had won the game.
that-
I was thinking in my mind that we were down,
Yeah,
so I
we
needed to get a hit to tie it up, but I didn't know we were tied.
You just stepped up and said, hey, we need a hit. I'm fixing to get one, and then we'll just win the game. And that's what we'll do. We'll just walk off out of here.
That's right. But before that happened, hand that mic to Carter real quick. Carter, look, I mean, we're in a situation where, I mean, it is just tooth and nail, right?
Yeah.
And this kid hits a bomb to left field. And I'm like, well, there goes the neighborhood. But no, my man over there, he don't look like it. But the kid can fly when he wants to.
What do you mean he don't look like it?
Well, I'm just telling you. I mean, he looks like an average speed. But man, when that ball's in the air, that kid put on the burners.
Getting after it.
I mean, he chases down, I don't know, 20 feet, and just snags this ball out of the air, and you could just see like their whole team, and
There's nothing
hope.
better than just breaking the hopes and dreams of a bunch of other children, isn't it? That's a great feeling, just to smash all their hopes.
All right, hand that mic over there to Austin King real quick. Austin, I mean, from the start of the World Series to the end of the World Series, I mean, when you get up to bat,
Austin looks excited to be here too.
Look at him. I mean, he is fired
Just
up.
fired up.
I mean, he's cool.
He can barely hold it in.
He is cool, calm, and collected. When you get up there to bat, what's your one goal?
To hit it over the fence.
That's right. And let me tell you something.
Just hit dingers, baby.
Every time he takes a swing, you know they say hit for contact or whatever. Austin, do you believe in that theory, or do you want to physically hurt the ball every time you swing?
Physically hurt the ball.
Yeah, I mean, and that's his mentality.
I
He
like it.
swings with more power than any kid
And
you've ever.
I like my man's demeanor too.
I mean, look at it.
He's ready to hit a ball now.
Yeah, I mean, he's thinking about
If
it. I
you had a
guarantee
ball
you.
right now, he would just jack that thing out of here.
All right, so hand that mic over there to Christian.
Hey, I have a question while you're doing all that.
All right.
So this is something for all you guys. Throughout
Come
the
up here, Christian.
season, did you feel like y'all were all coming together more as a team, like almost like brothers? Because when this happens, I mean, it's like you become brothers out there on that field, right?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. So that's a big part of winning the championship is forming that chemistry and getting that bond.
And let me tell you something about Christian Lake here. So Christian served as a catcher. So him and Turner went back and forth. They'd split innings because it was 1,000 degrees out there. It's normal in Alabama. But my favorite thing that Christian did was, I was telling you about that big bad pitcher from Northport that could throw it faster than any kid I've ever seen. So Christian gets into this little thing, and he's not a showboat talker or whatever, but he went up to bat, and he looked out at that pitcher, and show me that smile you did to that pitcher.
Oh, my goodness.
He just puts a grin on him like, buddy, I got you, and I figured you out. And I mean, and that pitcher looked back at him, nodded a few times.
And he knew.
And that next pitch he threw, what'd you do with that ball?
I hit it over the center fielder's head.
Tell me about it.
I hit over the center fielder's head.
You just smashed the stew out of it. And that's what I'm saying. We learned how to send messages to the other team. We weren't going to just sit there and take it. We learned how to bunt. We were putting down bunts. And then when I gave you the green light, that guy was just cruising them down the middle. And y'all started just raking the ball. All right, so I've who hadn't talked yet? Anybody? Turner. All right, put it on Turner's hand real quick. All right, so Turner. Turner came in and closed out the championship game. Turner, how fast do you think you were throwing? Somewhere mid-100?
Not
112?
I was throwing about 30.
30. No,
That's
man.
pretty close, though. 120,
You were
30.
throwing like
I can't throw that.
throwing like 55. But the thing about Turner is he comes out there and he guns it, right? I mean, you're going to throw it hard. But I said, look, man, I need you to come out there and throw strikes.
Now, is this a 30-mile-an-hour accurate, or is this a 30-mile-an-hour, we'll take you out and you got to worry about your life?
No, it's a 55-mile-per-hour. You better watch your kneecaps and
Okay.
guard your
Hey,
throat.
by the way, sometimes that's more important than being accurate. If I'm afraid of you, it's a lot harder for me to hit the ball.
So what was your favorite part of the entire World Series?
When I hit it back at the pitcher and he started throwing it way slower to me.
Yep.
So
do it.
yes, Turner put one by that pitcher's ear. And I'm talking about it's one of those moments where parents gasp.
Turner's a bully.
I mean, he really.
Bullying
He's really Turner's got the best demeanor on the team. He's one of the nicer kids. See, he took offense to being called a bully because that's everything he stands against. So no, Turner played outstanding, and I was so happy to have him on there. Hand that mic over to Wyatt real quick. All right, So this is my boy Wyatt.
Hey, for those of y'all who can't tell, Wyatt's chest is swelling up with the same pride Tim's
Oh, yeah,
is.
look at that.
That's how you can see. That's how you can tell they're the same.
So we had a big dilemma that we had to have somebody come in and face that guy from Northport. And Wyatt stepped up to the plate and said, "Give it to me." And he came out, and so Wyatt throws the ball pretty hard, but he's learned this changeup, and he started to learn how to locate. Well, like I say, when we went out there against that team and we put that first little bit on them, Wyatt came out there. And Wyatt, tell us about your pitching that day.
Speaking of that mic,
Speaking there, tell me about it.
Well, I learned I wind back and then throw like that.
You wind back? You were
I
using,
wasn't winding back.
you were using more.
You got to cock that gun.
Yeah, I
Get
mean,
that thing ready to roll.
that's right. And then you got a pretty big hit out the right field that they called you out on immediately, but we all knew he trapped it, right?
Because he said you can't catch a ball like that.
That's right. I went out there, and who had your back on that?
You?
That's right. Well, I did have his back on that one. So Wyatt goes out there, shuts him down, we had a couple errors that inning, but he pitched phenomenally. And
Say that word again.
Phenomenally.
Okay. I'm impressed.
So
It is what it is.
So, man, I couldn't be more proud. And you see some of these pictures rolling up on
But
the
there's
screen.
pictures all over the place.
I couldn't be more proud of this group of kids, and I want y'all to know it. And anybody bring your championship ring? Anybody?
I did. Corbin, where'd you put it?
Hey,
Uh-oh.
and I also heard we've got a future stud right here. Gage was a big part of this season. I hear he was the bat boy and helped out with everything, and he's a future stud that's going to be helping y'all out coming
next
up soon.
year. And let me tell you, so not only was he the bat boy, but so Gage can throw about as hard as these kids now. And there was many practices where I'd get Gage to come in and throw live batting practice.
Oh.
And let me tell you, he
Strong.
helped out. I'd also like to say we had another boy named Huddy Kitchens, who served as a bat boy as well. He wasn't able to be here today, but he did a phenomenal job too. All the parents did great. Mindy Kitchens made these great jerseys for us.
Nice.
And
That is the Chelsea Diamondback Predators.
I mean, they came up with the name.
That's an impressive name, by the way.
I mean, I said, what do y'all want to be?
I wouldn't want
And
to
it
bubble
was-
that in on an SAT sheet.
No.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah, it is. But they all got these gigantic rings right here. I don't know if the camera can zoom in on that right there, maybe.
Coach Tim got one of those too. He wears it to work every day.
Well,
it is embarrassing.
I can't help it. It's I'm proud of these kids. You got anything else for them?
Man, listen, I guess the biggest thing is just telling you guys how proud we are of you from here at SERVPRO, how proud the city of Chelsea is of what you've done. It's not easy, man. You guys came together. You're a team. You're a bunch of brothers who come in here and played hard. You got better as the season went on. That's a big part of it. I mean, we've all coached youth sports, and that's how that works, which at the end of the day, it's a process. You're not worried about what happens at the end. What you're worried about is seeing that the kids improve throughout the season. And if they do that at the rate that they're going, you're going to be there at the end and at least have a shot. And these kids are a perfect example of it. So we're all proud of y'all, proud of what you've done, and can't wait to see what you do in the future. And now you all get to go play football, from what I understand. There's a bunch of y'all playing football. So.
And it's the same way, guys. I mean, just like Coach just said, it starts out and it can be rough. I mean, y'all getting hit for the first time.
I know about that Colt D4 kid. He's a quarterback, so I bet he's out there dancing around like he's Ben Roethlisberger on the football field.
But let me tell you.
Yep. Who's the best dancer out of the group? Controversy.
Hunter? I think it's Hunter.
Yeah, controversy. Okay. Who's the best singer out of the group?
Me.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that may be our next thing. We may have y'all all in studio one day and have a singing competition.
Did you hear that?
What's that?
He said he got it from me, the best singer.
All right. So you're not the best singer if you got it from your dad. Buddy, we've sat in here before the show and I've heard you sing.
And I've heard you say that you just nailed that note.
And I've nailed those notes, buddy. I can get on Tom Petty better than anybody. Anyway, guys, look, it's been a good show. Happy to have these kids in here. We're super proud of them. What is? I think the voice of God just spoke.
The dog, he said.
Oh, you know what? We do got to bring up one more thing. So as you know, we like to take Tim and we like to put him, or Mayday as we call him here on the show. The kids call him Coach Tim. we like to take him, we like to put him in some uncomfortable situations.
Like
Look,
when you put me in a goalie outfit.
for the record, you eat that stuff up. You love it.
Speaking of eat that stuff up,
That's
it sounds
exactly
like this
right.
next thing you got me doing is I'm not real crazy about.
Look, it's going to be okay. Let me ask y'all a question. So what we want to do is we've got a 125-pound canine German Shepherd trained by the Sheriff's Department. And we want to take Mr. Tim and we're going to put him in a full bite suit and we're going to let him take off running and we're going to give him a head start. And we're going to turn this dog loose and let him attack Mr. Tim.
Do y'all think I should do that?
Yes!
All right, there it is. As you can see the kids.
There it is right there.
That's him. His name is Benny, and he is going to be the person who destroys Coach Mayday over here. So y'all get ready to see that. That'll be coming up soon.
So y'all do want it?
Awesome. Hey guys, it's been a great show. Thanks for having the time to watch this. Like and share this video. Let's get these kids out there. Let's get them some recognition. Here we go with the.
What you just talking? I figured.
Here we go. Let's get these kids the recognition they deserve. I mean, we're all proud of them here in the city. We're proud of the hard work they put in because that's not an easy feat to do. If you need us, you know the phone number. It's 205-664-6770. And as always, call us, Birmingham. Good job.